everybody. Okay, so I last time I checked in, I said on the 1st of March I was going to do my weights and measurements and all that sort of stuff. I have done those, and I was supposed to start exercising as well. So I didn't. Basically, today is the 2nd of March, and what happened was I had all intentions. I had my sneakers on, I got dressed, ready to go. I took the kids to school. I drove the high schoolers off to school, dropped them off, and then went back home, got out, and I was supposed to get out of my car and go for a walk, but I had to put some stuff inside first. So I went for a little, I went and done a bit of shopping and all the rest of it first. So I walked around the supermarket, got my groceries for the week, and then basically, excuse me, and then went home to drop the stuff off, and I was going to go for a walk. And this was all before 9 o'clock in the morning yesterday morning. So it was a good morning, but I just didn't go for a walk. And I'm like, okay, so I've been trying for a long time to get back out and start walking and all that sort of stuff. So, excuse me. So basically, I think where I'm falling down is I'm going back home after dropping the kids off at school. And then I'm just going about my business and getting into the swing of working for the day and all the rest of it. So I thought, how can I combat that? Here, I'm lucky enough here in Kingaroy where I live, because I'm in a country town, so there's not a lot of walking tracks and all that sort of stuff like there is down on the coast. But we have what we call the South Burnett Rail Trail. And basically it is, the part that I'm about to walk on is actually a paved part, and you can ride your bike and all the rest of it, and I can get I think it's 65 kilometers away to a place called Mergen, and you go through a few suburbs and all the rest of it, and it also goes the other way, all the way down to Yarraman. I think the route join, it says here on the sign that the route joins onto the Brisbane Valley Rail Trail. So if you've not heard of any of these rail trail things, again, it's where they've got old railway lines that are no longer used. They've turned them into tracks and stuff for push biking and mountain bike riding and all that sort of stuff, and using it for fitness. So that's what they've done. Rather than just have the line sitting there doing nothing, they've turned them into something useful, and also tourist destinations. Excuse me. First thing in the morning, I always have a really croaky voice, have done for years. All right, so anyway, I thought, well, how can I combat that? Okay, I'm going to head to there. So that's what I'm doing. Today is the 2nd of March, as I said, 2021, and I am going to hit the pavement and basically, I'm going to go for a 30-minute walk, and I haven't gone back to the house. So I've left the house with the kids. I've dropped the kids off at school, and now I've driven back up to where the rail trail is, and I'm talking to you guys, and now I'm about to get out and start walking. I've got my glasses in case I need to answer the phone. I have my AirPods so I can listen to music. I've got my from when I used to walk before, I've got my cover so I can put my phone into it, and I don't have to worry about if I drop it or anything like that. So I'm going to head off and do my 30 minutes, and then I'll check in and tell you how I feel afterwards. So as you can see, it's just a track in the middle of the scrub. It backs onto some houses and all the rest of it. It's the Bowls Club. That's the local peanut factory. So they make Kingaroy peanuts there. So they make peanut butter and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, it's we're lucky enough to have that there, so we can get that here as well. So as you can see, it's just a track that they've put tar down, and it goes where the old railway track used to go. So yeah, and it gets maintenance, once every couple of months they come and mow it and splash it and stuff. There's no shops or anything along here, it's just houses and backs of industry and stuff like that, but it's a good place to ride your bike, no traffic, no cars to worry about or anything like that. So yeah, I'm going to get back to it. I've been walking for about 10 minutes now. So today is just going to be a 30-minute walk. So I'll walk 15 minutes one way, 15 minutes back, and then I'll head home and start my day. Okay, so I've just walked, it's very bright out here. I just walked a little over 15 minutes, about 18 minutes. So I'm at the bridge, and as you can see just there, I'm standing on it. Okay, it's very dry here at the moment. We are in drought conditions. So normally there would be water running under here. There's a small creek. But as I said, we are in drought conditions. We've had a little bit of rain, so that's why there's a little bit of greenery around and all the rest of it. But you can hear the beautiful sound of nature, getting out of the house, but even if it is only for 30 to 40 minutes a day, I'm ready to start the day. So now I have to turn around and walk back the way I came. So it'll be about 20 minutes back that way. Keeping a brisk pace, and I've actually got my heart rate up, and I am sweating a bit because it is a little bit later in the day. And I do live in Queensland out west, so it gets quite hot. There's a fair bit of sun along the path, but there's also some shade as well. But as you've seen from the footage, there are places to sit down, and there's marker points and all the rest of it. So if you run into trouble, you can ring the emergency services, and they can drive on here. It's wide enough for them to drive. So I'm going to turn around and start heading back. I've seen a couple of exercising lovelies this morning out and about. We've had some bikes go past us and all the rest of it. I'm hoping that I can encourage my daughters to come out with me. My husband is another story altogether. Before anybody says, why don't you have a hat on, you're in the sun and all the rest of it, I have a hard time keeping hats on my head. I have a lot of hair, so I don't spend too much time out in the sun, and I try to find shaded areas and stuff like that. But while I'm walking at this time of the day, it's not too bad. And I have sunscreen in my moisturizer and all the rest of it. So I am completely covered in sunscreen. So except for my arms, I forgot to do my arms this morning, but it's been a while since I've been out, so it'll be good to get some vitamin D anyway. But I'm going to end that here, and I'll see you at the end of the walk. All right, so I'm back at the car. It's just gone 9:34, so I started at 8:47. So that was a good walk, about 40 minutes, with a couple of stops to talk to you guys and all the rest of it. I've got a push bike at home. I'm going to talk to my husband and then get him to go over it, oil it up and all the rest. I haven't ridden it in 5 years because Mia hated it. So basically I'm going to ask him to have a look over it on the weekend and get that set up, and then maybe I can do some bike rides along here, maybe every second day, you know, just work different muscles and stuff like that. But for the most part, I'm just going to do my 30 to 40 minute walk. It worked today. I did it. I didn't go, that's all right, I'll just get stuck into work another day. So I think for the foreseeable future, I'm going to come up here and I'm going to walk and just aim for 30 minutes a day. If I do 40, that's great. Just walk to the bridge and back. That's a good walk. I'm sweating. My heart is racing. So I definitely had a bit of a cardio workout. I did push myself to walk a bit faster. Probably shouldn't have done that on the first go, but I know what I can. Like, I go home, I'll have a cool shower, I do some stretching and all the rest of it, and I shouldn't pull up too sore tomorrow. Like with any exercise, you always end up a little bit sore. So I keep looking because cars come and drive in here. So yeah, so basically I'm going to head home and start my day. Today's my day off, so that's why I'm out a little bit later. I have every Tuesday off. That's sort of my filming day, so I can start the day a little bit later and all the rest of it. All right, that is it for my first workout. I'm pretty happy about it. Tune in on Thursday to find out what my weights and measurements are. Yeah, all right, no worries. See you then. Bye.